Hey guys, good morning. Happy Monday morning. It's Shraddha here, and I hope brilliant people like you get unstuck. And speaking of brilliant people, and continuing on with our exploration of U squared here, I made a 19-day commitment to do this. I was contacted by my brilliant friend, Dr. Nitin Gupta, who's vice president of product at an artificial intelligence firm called Dory Incorporated in Silicon Valley. And he's traveling internationally right now, but he messaged me yesterday, and thank you, Dr. Gupta, who hails from Cambridge. Thank you for your input, and let me know how I do today. So looking forward to moving forward, guys. And I have a lot of actually quantum physicists and engineers and computer geniuses in my circle here. So I would be really interested to hear what you have to say about quantum leaps and some of the principles in the reading today. So today, guys, we're going to read about quantum leaps. And again, this is from Dr. Price Pritchett's work, U squared. To put it simply, as human beings, we are going to have to reframe our ideas about the universe and how we fit into it. Quantum leap is a term taken from the vocabulary of the new physics, quantum physics, the science behind such technological breakthroughs as lasers, television, computers, space communication, and nuclear energy. Quantum physics is described as the most powerful science ever conceived by human beings. It requires a major rethinking of such concepts as time and space and how human consciousness operates. Okay, now here, this is where it gets good, okay? Listen to this. Quantum physics also has staggering implications regarding you, your potential, and the power of your mind. And notice, I'm not pointing to my head when I say mind, because mind is actually an activity. And we mistakenly attribute it to an activity that is focused in the brain only. And that is actually not the case, because mind is actually present in every single cell of your body. Now we're actually understanding more, if you want to look at it through a medical lens, that we actually have more neurotransmitter creation and activity in our gut, and the heart, the neurocardiac system of the heart, actually perceives things seconds before the brain does, and the electromagnetic field of the heart is hundreds of thousands times stronger than the brain. So that's why when I say mind, I do not point to the brain, guys. Okay, that is just an error of thinking, so don't make that error. Okay, so quantum physics also has staggering implications regarding you, your potential, and the power of your mind. To put it simply, as human beings, we are going to have to reframe our ideas about the universe and how we fit into it. That is so good. You know, think about all the ways that you have been taught about your place in the universe, or your place in society, or your place in your family. Okay, so all of those things are a subset of the larger truth, or the ultimate unifying truth. So if you learn how to relate yourself to that, there's some pretty cool things that start to happen in your life, okay? And oh, Ravindra, namaste, thank you for joining me. Wow, from 16,000 miles away. Archana, hi. Lori, Fiona from Ireland, hello. Tracy, hello, Tracy from the Finger Lakes. Alicia, oh, thanks for joining me. Lanier Maria da Silva, thank you so much. And Maitri, hey, good morning, Maitri. All right, guys. So Fred Alan Wolf, in his award-winning book titled Taking the Quantum Leap, describes the term as, quote, the explosive jump that a particle of matter undergoes in moving from one place to another. In a figurative sense, taking the quantum leap means taking a risk, going off into an uncharted territory with no guide to follow. Wow. This is really awesome. Going off into an uncharted territory with no guide to follow. I was having dinner this weekend with a few of my friends, Garrett, Danielle, and Eldridge, and Craig, and our children, and my teacher Beth from high school. And after dinner, I made us some cups of peppermint tea, and her little tea tag said, it was a quote from Lord Byron, and it said, "There is pleasure in the pathless woods." There is pleasure in the pathless woods. Wow. That is so deep. Do any of you feel like you're in a pathless woods right now? I'm a physician by training, and so, we go through these 4-year cycles. 4 years of high school, 4 years of college, 4 years of medical school, maybe grad school in between, 4 years of med school. If we do a PhD, 6 years, that 4 years of residency, 4 years, or some other years of, fellowship. And then we end up in this space, and some people just are in that cycle, and then we just keep getting degrees, and we keep getting, letters after our name. I mean, if I showed you the letters after my name, it's like this crazy alphabet soup, right? But ultimately, we get to a point where I think our best work comes when we encounter that pathless wood, and like this particle, this quantum particle, we take a risk, and it's a figurative risk, really, because are we really going to get injured? Probably not, but we're going off into an uncharted territory with no guide to follow. And this is so exciting. Dr. Spencer Poole and I talk a lot about this whole idea of, people stay where it's comfortable and they don't make change. People don't make change because they're comfortable where they are. And we feel that this is actually not the case, because we've taken care of thousands of people in our careers where they are not comfortable where they are, but they are familiar. And this is why people keep going from one miserable situation to another miserable situation to another miserable situation, or from one, challenging situation, job, relationship, to another. People keep going back to what's familiar. But making the quantum leap means going off into uncharted territory, and that uncharted territory can be so amazing. Let's get back to this reading. Physicists studying quantum mechanics note that particles make these jumps without apparent effort and without covering all the bases between the starting and ending points. Okay, let's reread this. Physicists studying quantum mechanics note that particles make these jumps without apparent effort. Where is the strife? Where is the struggle? Where is all the effort? Without apparent effort and without covering all the bases. Can we do this as humans? Have you ever seen people who just, they're in one situation, one day, and then they make this, quantum leap, and their results just are nothing like they've ever seen before. My mentor, Bob Proctor, talks about his amazing results. He was making $4,000. He was $6,000 in debt. And then the next year, his income increased 44 times. And the next year after that, he was making, well over 7 figures. That's a quantum leap. And what happened? The particles in here make these apparently effortless jumps because they're actually in laws. They're in harmony with the laws of the universe and with the laws of energy and the laws of transmutation of energy in the universe, and without covering all the bases. So by following these laws and being in harmony with these laws, you can make these quantum leaps as well. And it's really the laws of operation of thought. And we have beautiful I coach people through beautiful programs where we actually go through this step by step. This is not something that you randomly have to engage in with random quotes here and there. There's actually very effective systems that we have in place to help people with this. And this is so exciting. So without covering all the bases, wow. And for people who have, gone through grade school, it's like grade through 1 through 12, and then we have 4 years of college and the next 4 years and the next 4 years, we're so used to these incremental, gradual shifts that this whole idea of even a quantum leap is so foreign to us. But I'll tell you, I think it's exactly what is needed for a lot of people. And this is where the power of a mentor really, really comes through, who knows how to guide people through this. I am so lucky to have mentors in my life like Bob Proctor, Sandy Gallagher, Anik Singhal, who recently got some amazing awards, a Stevie Award and other amazing awards. And Jeremy Bellotti, who is my most amazing transformational coach. Really grateful for these people because they facilitate these different changes. So what's going on here? How does this happen? And is it possible for you as an individual to do something very similar in your personal performance to make these quantum leaps? And you know, there's a beautiful quote actually from Jesus here that I love. You know, and he says, when you bring forth what is within you, it'll set you free. If you do not bring forth what is within you, it'll destroy you. And you know, how many times have we seen really talented artists, musicians, just spiraling downwards because they're not bringing forth what is within them? And how many times do we see brilliant people actually just spiral down into misery and a life that's truly not reflective of the potential that we know they're capable of? And it's because they're not bringing forth what is within them. And this is really the function of a good teacher, guys, you know, having a good teacher, having a good mentor, because what is the real meaning of the word teacher? Well, an educator. What are educators supposed to do, or really what is the meaning to be educated or to educate people? Well, it comes from the root educo, which means to draw out from within. And doctors are supposed to be teachers too. So we're supposed to educate patients and we're supposed to draw out from within. Well, what are we drawing out from within? What are you drawing out from within yourself? Are you educating yourself? Are you drawing out what is within you and the gifts that only you can deliver to the world? You know, and I spent many years of my life delivering, you know, helping women deliver many babies into their worlds. But, you know, the really cool conversations happened later on when they were in the thick of, you know, mothering and motherhood, and helping them get reconnected to who they are on the inside and what are the ideas they're going to birth into the world. Because it's not only our physical children that we as women birth into the world. We're birthing so much more than that into the world. And men birth things into the world too. It may not be physical children, but the offspring of our thoughts can be just as important, if not many times more important and longer lasting and impactful than the offspring of our physical bodies. Okay? So guys, think about that. These particles make jumps without apparent effort, without covering all the bases. They are in harmony with the laws of transmutation of energy that dictate everything from subatomic particles to really how thought transmutes itself into matter. And remember, matter is only a very small part of the universe. So I hope this helps you today, and leave your thoughts below and let me know if you'd like to talk about these ideas more, because we do have some amazing ways that we facilitate people making quantum leaps in their lives. I know it's certainly helped me, and I would love to connect with you. Let me know also about some topics that you'd like to cover in these. I commit to doing these every single day and helping all of you power your positive potential. And again, this is Dr. P here, Shraddha here. Thanks guys for joining in here, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye guys, have a wonderful day.